I have here what is a little transparency of a very vintage image of, I believe it's Saint Barbara. Not quite sure, but that's what I recall when I started cutting things up, which I do a lot of, as you know. This is actually imagery for a separate collage I had been working on, and I might get to that later because I want to do this one. Chose the focal point, still working on the smaller picture plane of my sketchbook, sketch collage book, whatever we want to call it. And I have chosen specifically color and imagery, as we always do when we're creating collage, that I simply was drawn to. Not considering what looks good or what would be a good contrast of image, just things that I was attracted to and think might belong together. Also, a couple little pieces of transparency with some text. I love text now, and I've been using it a lot in my work. This is from a watch ad, as you know. If you have been following me, I thank you for starters. If you are a follower, subscriber, that I love working with watches. And the way this ad was done, it was a portion of the watch, to me looks like something that would fit perfectly in the corner of the page and maybe set off a nice balanced look. I liked this for the stage that our focal point might be able to take. I also grabbed these hiking boots because hiking boots, they might look cute at the for the footer. See what I did there? The footer for, oh, I'm not a comedian, that's why I do collage. Or maybe I am, who knows. An infrared image of Antarctica from a 1976 National Geographic that I didn't know I had, and I stopped and thought, that National Geographic is almost 50 years old. Goodness gracious. Joshua Tree, wonderful sepia tones. And this, I just like the dripping image. Whether or not I use it in this collage, we never know, because I just grab things I really like. Grey's Anatomy, and then I saw this pine cone. It is interesting that they are kind of the same image. That's a cylinder look. I would like for this to show through the transparency of my Santa Barbara focal point. Whether or not my dreams come true with this collage, we'll see. But dreams only come true if you start working. Lie that I had plans for this piece that did not turn out the way I wanted to. Number one, she's not as transparent as I wanted her to be. She does have some transparency going on, but nothing like this, for example. And it's more vintage paper. I'm not even sure what the source was originally, but the paper was thicker than the contemporary magazine paper that just falls off like butter. It's wonderful. But so that was a semi fail. Not really, because I'm still going to work with it. We're going to have a collage at the end of this video. What I also want to point out are the successes. This was images of a picture inside a magazine, and when you remove the backing, it looks beautiful against a white background. So when you're going through the interior design magazines looking for ephemera and you see like a little picture in there, it looks good, you're attracted to it, go ahead and make a transparency out of it, some packing tape, a little bit of water, and you can end up with something that to me reminds me of vintage slides, really. I love the way it came out. So this I am happy with. This is exactly what I wanted to come up with. So how do we finish this piece? I also wanted to do my own background, which I've done in this scrapbook, or this, this work in progress, where I created my own backgrounds out of collage material based on doodles. This hasn't been the biggest success for me. I've been kind of just not overly thrilled with the outcomes. So I've kind of moved away from it over some of our previous videos. I wanted to do it today. I really wanted to create something today like this, and I might in another video, but it's just not working out the way I thought it would. It's not giving me the same result. So I think I want this as my background, and this is a secondary background to add contrast. I had cut out an ad that had this beautiful neon orange that I thought I wanted to create a design background, and I think instead I'm just going to have it act as a border. And we'll call it a day, because I'm spending too much time on it and, quite frankly, not having as much fun as I thought I would. I don't even think I'm going to use this Grey's Anatomy piece. I don't think I am anyway. And this I stole from a collage, another collage that I was building that was going to be unrelated to this one, but it's going to make its way into this. So let's go ahead and finish this up and see what the final result is. Couple interesting notes I want to make in closing. That number one, this is actually cool. I like it and I am very pleased. Number two, when you are working with color backgrounds like this word Bliss had that yellow look to it, you can use that transparency throughout, and I really am grateful that I did that, because I feel that it's just far more uniformed than before. I loved the transparent yellow, and I didn't think about using it throughout because it's very, very subtle. I felt this area was kind of empty, but now that I put that yellow here, the yellow transparency, I think it's just enough to tie everything in together. I also playing with text, because that has been my thing lately. Showing it upside down, maybe to give it, maybe another meaning. Otherwise, the color, the composition, I feel works very well. Maybe a little heavy here, maybe competing focal points a little bit, but not too crazy. I love the boots, And I love the gray counterbalancing her, because initially this was going to be up here, and I just put that flower there instead. Love the background. I'm glad I went with that quilted looking background. All in all, for my sketchbook, I am very happy with it. Notable absences is the infrared Antarctic and the Grey's Anatomy and the cheetah. I thought about putting the cheetah here. Maybe that would work, but I was also considering the statue. I think it would have worked if they were a little bit smaller. But if I did put something here, I feel that we would have had a secondary focal point that would have done battle with our main focal point. I feel a little, shall we say, out of practice because I haven't been doing collage the past couple of weeks working on another project that's been demanding my attention. So this is a good way for me to kind of get back into things here. So let me know what you think. Playing with transparencies, playing with text, playing with composition. I'd love to know what your thoughts are in the comments below. I appreciate you hanging out with me till the end, and I will see you in the next video.